Democrats are split over Proposition 36 on the November ballot. That would amend Prop 47, which you've heard so much about, back from 2014, to allow felony charges and increased sentences for certain drug and theft crimes. Several progressive mayors are for it, but Governor Newsom and most of the folks you just saw in that story are against it.
Lisa Meddleton is a Democratic member of the City Council in Palm Springs. She's running in one of the closest state Senate races in the country, which includes much of San Bernardino and Riverside counties. Good to have you.
It is good to be with you.
You're a big proponent of reforming Prop 47, which will be on the ballot as Prop 36 this November. You support the list of bills that were signed today, but why is this package not good enough?
This package is a good package of bills, and I do support them. But Prop 36 has the overwhelming support of law enforcement across the state, most particularly including my police chief, our local officers, and what they tell us is they need the reforms that are in 36, most particularly the ability that instead of being dictated by having a $950 limit in order to be able to charge a felony, those professional thieves that are out there that know this law up and down, who have been convicted of 2 arrests, can then be convicted of a felony when there is a 3rd. It will be what the law enforcement individuals refer to as a wobbler that gives district attorneys the discretion as to whether or not to charge for a felony.
You know, Governor Newsom is saying this is going to bring back mass incarceration. The reason they passed Prop 47 was there were so many people behind bars that the Supreme Court ruled that California had cruel and unusual punishment. Right. So you had to get people out of the jails. That was part of the idea for 47. Do you think this is going to be mass incarceration if we do Prop 36?
I do not. From talking to local district attorneys, they're not in an effort to go in and start doing mass incarceration. What they want is the discretion when they're dealing with individuals who have a history of committing crimes. When you see the kinds of individuals smashing windows, smashing doors, and committing crimes over and over again, that we have the discretion to take and go after those individuals.
Now, this has divided the Democrats. How much so? How much of a rift has this particular issue caused?
Well, I'm a very proud Democrat, and I'm proud to be a member of a party where we can disagree, and frequently we do disagree with one another. But in this initiative, we've got 3 incredibly strong Democratic mayors who are on the front lines, who see every day what I see in our localities, that are supporting Proposition 36, and we have about 10 or so members of the Democratic caucuses in the legislature that are supporting Proposition 36.
Yeah, so the mayors you're talking about is the mayor of San Jose, the mayor of San Francisco, and the mayor of San Diego.
Correct.
All part of this big mayors coalition that's supporting it so far. We don't know about the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass. Do you think that both of these 2 things can go together? That the packages, I mean, would you have voted for this package if you were in the state Senate?
I would have voted for this package, but I would also be standing with a number of my colleagues continuing to support Proposition 36. This is something that we need to do. And it's most important that we take a step back and listen to the police officers on the front line when they tell us what it is that they need in order to be effective.
You've talked to not just the law enforcement, but businesses in your particular district.
In my district, we are hearing from local retailers and across the state of California that 36 is something that they desperately need. What we have also seen in communities, including my own, is retailers who are putting up with petty theft and simply not even making the phone call to the police department, and you cannot have that sort of thing happen. And when a customer walks in and sees that theft is occurring and no one does anything about it, that creates a frustration with the system that cannot be undone.
Is this one of the animating issues that people are talking to you about? It seems like it is for us, that this is something that's really driving people right now.
You can't undo what people have seen with their own eyes.
Yeah.
And they have seen individuals wantonly committing crimes in the stores that they frequent.
And there's also the issue of a little bit of voter confusion because there's Prop 47 and the reform of it as Prop 36, and then people hear about this slew of bills that were signed into law today. Any concern about that?
There's always the potential for folks to be confused. We do our very best to make sure that we get accurate information out to individuals, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today, is standing up and saying why we need Proposition 36 to be passed.
And of course, there's a cynical argument that some of that confusion is on purpose, but we'll see what happens in the weeks and months ahead. There's going to be a lot of conversation about this, a lot of money spent on this as well. Lisa Middleton, thank you for coming in, and best of luck out in the campaign trail.
Thank you both.
Nice to see you.